Hey everybody, it's John from Seattle Coffee Gear in the commercial kitchen doing a crew review today of the Curtis GSG bulk grinder. I have that right here behind me. It says model GSG right here on it. This is a pretty standard bulk coffee grinder. It's something you might see in a grocery store or a coffee shop. Grinders of this style, Bun makes one too, are very popular for a lot of coffee shops because you can grind a lot of different styles of coffee. We'll look at some of the grind quality later on. They have a lot of power, the burrs last for a long time, and they're pretty low retention as well. So these bulk grinders do a great job. That's why you see them pretty much everywhere. Even specialty coffee shops will still have one of these in back or behind the bar next to a brewer or something like that. This grinder has a 1/2 horsepower motor, so about 960 watts, turning those burrs, making quick work of the coffee beans inside of it. There's not a ton of good information about the exact diameter of the burr size. These grinders, in my experience, were made before that became a real big concern for folks. But it's going to be similar to other grinders from Bun or like a couple of the Malconic bulk grinders, but very similar burr size to those. We've been using it a bunch here. We really enjoy the coffee that it makes. It adjusts pretty smoothly. It doesn't click quite as hard as the Bun bulk grinder does. And then the switches on here are a little bit different. It has a safety back here that won't let you grind unless that is depressed. So if you hold it, I hope you can see this, but if I hold it, the light comes on. So you do need something back here to be holding that, either a coffee bag while you're grinding that, or we use a pitcher to grind into for that. It does a good job there. You can start it while your hand is back there and stop it, no problem. But if you move your hand, it does stop grinding. And then this can be used as kind of like a clearing chute, but I've noticed that doesn't knock too much extra coffee out of it. There's some grinders that have the little lever right there to clear any grounds that are stuck up in the grinder. This does not have that, but I've not seen it be an issue. Why don't we grind through some coffee at different settings and take a look at some of the grind consistency. Be right back. I just ran some coffee through the grinder at 3 different settings so we could see what that looks like. This is the finest and this is the coarsest. This is right in the middle. So this is at your finest setting. This is the Espresso. There's really 1 or 2 settings for espresso. This is not an espresso grinder. So if you're hoping to have just one grinder for your cafe, I know some of you who are just starting out think you might be able to do that. Still not really a possibility. You're still going to need a dedicated espresso grinder to be able to adjust pretty finely in there. But it can get very, very fine. Coming around here, this would be your drip setting. This is the auto drip that you see on many of these. Pretty good consistency. This is what we've been using and getting pretty tasty coffee out of it, so very happy with that. And then this is going to be your cold brew or French press setting. So fairly consistent. You can definitely see there's some larger chunks in there, but overall it doesn't matter as much if you're doing cold brew and French press. This has been our review of the Curtis GSG bulk grinder. I hope you guys learned something about this grinder. It's a pretty simple item, but it does the job it's meant to do. One thing I did want to show you before I forget here, this has a handy little lid that kind of folds in half. Found that out by accident. And it also has 2 little rubber stops up here to keep it from rattling while it's grinding. Anyways, if you have any other questions about this grinder or any of our other products we carry, leave a comment down below. We're always doing new crew reviews for new items, so if you have something you think we should do from our site, let us know. If you have any questions about opening a coffee shop or coffee equipment, feel free to give us a call as well. We'd love to talk through that with you. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.